Parliament has spent the better part of this week trying to find ways of passing a supplementary budget of 280 billion shillings for vote 016, which is the Ministry of Works and Transport. However, it has not been easy for Parliament to pass the supplementary budget due to some controversy surrounding the shareholding and ownership of the national airline. The original documentation submitted to the House showed that the government of Uganda only owned 2% shares in the Uganda Airlines. Even documents later tabled by Transport Minister Monica Zubantege to prove that the airline was wholly government-owned only fueled the uncertainty because they showed that the majority shares were held individually by Monica Zuba and Finance Minister Matia Kasaija. The matter has been handled by the Budget Committee of Parliament, which has tabled its finding to Parliament during a special convened sitting.
In the medium term, we are recommending that the ownership of the company should be transferred to the Uganda Development Corporation, which is the business arm of government as provided under the Uganda Development Corporation Act 2016.
However, the Deputy Speaker of Parliament, Jacob Olanya, and other House members had no kind words for the government officials who they are accused of doing a shoddy job, prompting Minister Zuba to apologize.
There have been gross errors, mishandling of documents, running around as if we are not thinking. Those have happened. And actually, sometimes from the Speaker's chair, you wonder whether there is a government and there are people thinking in it. No, that's the truth. Because we wouldn't be in this situation. It is so unfortunate that I am not the president of this. I would have sacked a few people straight away.
But I think we shouldn't disown our minister. But we can cane her, such that next time she's a better minister. For these inadequacies.
But we also have evidence that there were forgeries of these documents that were brought in Parliament. Forgery is criminal under our laws.
Right, Honourable Speaker, as has been said, the registration process had gaps, and for that I regret on behalf of myself, government, the ministry and the company.
The lawmakers eventually passed the 280 billion supplementary budget to finance the payment for the two Bombardiers.
I now put the question that the total sum of Uganda shillings 280 billion, 46,776,933 shillings under vote 016, Ministry of Works and Transport, for financing the cost of Uganda National Airline be provided for a supplementary development expenditure for financial year 2018-2019. I put the question, will those in favor say to the contrary? No. The ayes have it.
However, Parliament has made a number of recommendations to government, which include the shareholders must appoint a substantive and competent board in any case not later than 30th April. The board members must be subjected to a fit and proper test and names presented before the House. Parliament should closely monitor the operations of the company through regular reporting. The ground handling should be reverted to the Uganda National Airlines. There should be an Act of Parliament put in place to regulate the operations of the national carrier.
Because the profitability that we Ugandans want to see is not only on passenger aircraft, but the movement of goods is where the expense is high. The more cargo aircrafts that we have, the more profitability the Uganda National Airlines Company shall have.
The House had to pass the supplementary budget to pay for the planes because otherwise Uganda would lose the $27 million that it had already paid to the airplane manufacturers. It now remains to be seen if Parliament's recommendations will be adopted and implemented. Juma Kiria, NTV.